ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो हंस ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वसिष्ठविश्वामित्राभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वाल्मीकि तुलसीदासाभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। समस्त रामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचन्द्रस्वामिनः भक्तेभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्ति समस्त साधनानाम् अनुभव प्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादि साधनानां प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं ये ये साधकाः भक्ताः आचार्याः गुरवः अस्माकं सह संस्थाः समस्त भक्ताः शिष्याः श्रेयभिलाषिगणाः अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्धाः निष्ठिताः तेषां सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्तिद्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्री विष्णोः दिव्य सहस्रनामावल्याः पारायणं श्री ऋभु गीता शास्त्रस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्री रामनाम संकीर्तनम्। ओम श्रीराम जय जय राम 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 जय राम जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देवी च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रम् उत्तरकाण्डं सप्तमः सर्गः। श्री महादेव उवाच। Let us chant from 60th shloka onwards. Bhagavan told 3 margas are there for moksha, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. In each of these yogas, what are the salient important points? Yesterday we have discussed. Bhagavan wants to highlight seeing the old age of mother more on bhakti and emotional elderly. So for them, bhakti looks to be easier because when there is a घुटनों का pain, Krishna Rama, please remove this pain. Saying so is more easier than मैं देह नहीं हूँ मैं ब्रह्म हूँ. ये मैं देह नहीं हूँ मैं ब्रह्म हूँ. If it is not established in much before in young age, in the old age, that will add more pain. है ना? You can enjoy it. You being a Vedanti, if you want to trouble others, like a sadist, when they are suffering with bimari, go to tell them you are not there, you are Atma, kasam se. they'll become more miserable. Get out of this room. So, at that age, praying to God to reduce is more effective or useful or feasible or possible than the vicharana. But those have the good samskaras right from beginning. Already they've gone beyond deha. They just give deha either to prarabdha or to the doctor. Chalo, aap dekh lo. I am in the meditation of my own self. The Puja Gurudev. He was in the self when his heart was operated. At that time, he was 55 years age, I think. Yeah, 1971, 16 में जन्म लिए तो 71 मतलब 55 साल. So that time you do the operation. He was in his own. It is said कि anesthesia भी नहीं लिया ऐसा. Local दिए होंगे नहीं, but he says okay. Conquered that Adhyatma well in advance because throughout life he was talking Vedanta, and he lived it when he was with his gurus. हम भी वही कर रहे हैं. सुनो, पढ़ो, सोचो. धीरे all those samskaras, pasanas, Vedanta will enter us. Then when we meditate, we can even realize at very when young age. But this Kausalya Mata is as elderly as हजारों साल की है. अगर दशरथ 60,000, so she must be very elderly. So therefore, keeping her in mind, he is teaching the bhakti and only in the beginning to prepare her for the jnanam later on. His conclusion will be with Vedanta Jnana only because this is Adhyatma Ramayanam. Only through Adhyatma Tattva Jnana there is moksha for a jiva. No otherwise. That is very clear. So he is elaborating 5 types of bhakti. Bhakti is 5 levels. One we saw yesterday, tamasic. We just chant them and study. Bhaktir, I am chanting from 60th mantra, 60. Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Brahmaanda Puranam Adhyatma Ramayana Shastram Uttarakandam Saptama Sarga Shri Mahadev Vacha Shri Rama Vacha Bhaktirvibhidyate Mataha Trividha Guna Bhedatah Swabhavo Yasya Yastena Tasya Bhaktirvibhidyate Yastu Himsa Samuddishya Dambham Matsaryameva Va Bheda Drushtischa Samrambhi Bhakto Me Tamasah Smrutah Falabhisandhir धन कामो यशस्तथा अर्चादौ भेद बुद्ध्या मां पूजयेत् सतुराजसः परस्मिन् पर अर्पितं यस्तु कर्म निर्हरणाय वा कर्तव्यमिति वा कुर्यातु भेद बुद्ध्या स सात्विकः मद्गुणाश्रयणात् एव मय्यनन्त गुणालये अविच्छिन्ना मनोवृत्तिः यथा गंगाम्बुनोऽम्बुधौ तदेव भक्ति योगस्य लक्षणं निर्गुणस्य हि अहैतुक्य व्यवहिता या भक्तिर्मयि जायते सा मे सालोक्य सामीप्य सार्ष्टि सायुज्यमेव वा तदात्यपि न गृह्णन्ति भक्ता मत् सेवनं विना सवेवात्यन्तिको योगः भक्तिमार्गस्य भामिने मद्भावं प्राप्नुयात् तेन अतिक्रम्य गुणत्रयम्. So, he Mataha, I am saying 60th mantra directly. Bhakti vibhidyate trividha. So, there are 3 types of bhakti that are possible. Why 3 types? What is the basis? Guna bhedata. Because of the bheda in the gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, in that bhakta, whichever is predominant. इसलिए स्वभावो यस्य यह यस्य यह स्वभावः of whoever the person, whatever is his nature, tena tasya bhakti vividyate. In that way, according to that is svabhava, that will be his bhakti. You know, this is what is the first 3 shlokas in our 17th chapter also. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. What are the 3 shraddhas? Bhakti, Sattvic, Tamasic, Rajasic Shraddha. Sadhanas remain same. But who does what way that sadhana depends on his Shraddha. Shraddha depends on his 3 gunas. See that shloka. Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa svabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi cha iti tam shrunu. And next shloka important. Sattvanurupa sarvasya shraddha bhavati. According to his own sattva, the antakarana and its gunas, Shraddha bhavati. Bharata, Shraddhamaya ayam Purusha. So every being is full of his Shraddha, which is dependent on his sattva or the antakarana. Therefore, yoyat Shraddha saeva saha. जिसका जो श्रद्धा है उसका वही, जिसका जो सत्व है उसका वही श्रद्धा होता है, जिसका जो श्रद्धा होता है वो वही होता है. Nobody can easily change. That's why how much ever you struggle to change a tamasic person, उसका उसमें जिंदगी पूरा उसमें निकल जाता है. Unless he himself tries, little rajoguna he can invoke. So to the one who is in the rajoguna, try to bring him into sattva guna. लाख कोशिश करो, he will not leave it. Even if he may try, little bit he may achieve it. So that's what is said there. So three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, depending on that, three types of bhakti are there, done by those sadhakas. I'm just putting in front of you to avoid the lower ones and go on scaling in doing the higher devotional sadhanas. So what is tamasika bhakti? Yahato himsa samuddishya, dambham samuddishya, matsaryam eva samuddishya, and bheda drushtihi samrambhi tamasa bhaktaha. So the one who has got these five things and does bhakti to me is kamasik bhakti. What is first is himsa. The two himsas I told you, that you want to do the himsa to other people. Therefore in his sankalpa, only this one is there. कि इसका हाथ पैर टूट जाए या उसका नौकरी बिगड़ जाए या उसका बिजनेस पे लॉस हो जाए, दिस टाइप ऑफ दूसरे अदर शुड सफर विद दिस संकल्प दैट भक्ति इज डन. एंड डोंट लाफ एट इट, वी वर ऑल देयर फ्यू इयर्स बैक. कितने बार मत्था नहीं टेका भगवान को, नारियल नहीं फोड़ा, asking our shatru somebody, he also should suffer. We might have said even with the mouth also. Now because we are studying shastras and we become little sensitive, so those thoughts might have reduced. That also in the codes. But otherwise, there is himsa uddishya. So too the himsa of the pashu ityadi, जो बलि वगैरह चढ़ाते हैं. So two types of the himsa, that is tamasika bhakti. Himsa जहाँ होता है. But it works also. Bhagavan will bless because the power of devotion, if it is there, he'll have to bless. That's how the relation between Bhagavan, Bhakta and Bhakti. And with that power gained, if he goes on doing wrong, Bhagavan will take avatar and finish him. And he will be put in Naraka, ये सब तो चलता ही है. So हिंसा first one. हिंसा को मन में उद्देश्य के रूप में रखकर. Some people are there, कि oh Lord, I want nothing but you destroy that fellow. When Bhagavan comes as a result of his upasana. That much himsa people have. Even then, you can see the contrast picture. One side is devotee only, but otherwise uddeshya is himsa. बच के रहना उससे. So himsam samuddishya. दूसरा dambham samuddishya. Dambha is the hypocrisy, show off outside, and to prove it to somebody, etc. That type of bhakti falls in tamasika bhakti. Then matsaryameva, competition with others. Either in bhakti or any other professions. Not the bhakti for bhakti's sake, not for the God's sake, but in the vyavahara only, I have to overtake other fellows. See, all, I told you yesterday example, politicians ho ya koi bhi ho, before elections they go and do so many things. Matsarya means, वो लोग मेरे से आगे नहीं जाना, भगवान, all the votes should come to me only. It is devotion only, but tamasic. So himsa hai violence and the giving pida dukkha to others. Dambha is there, only the hypocrisy showing off. Matsarya is there, that I want to overtake others. Nobody should go ahead of me. Fourth one is what? Bheda drushtihi. Bheda drushti is there in all the three bhaktis. The bheda is two bheda. One bheda between this God and that God, bheda between me and the God. Bheda drushti. And finally, fifth one, samrambhi, who is very aggressive, angry, and rajogunatmaka. All samrambhi is who does it with so much of samrambha, of anger, etc. He is called tamasik bhakta. That bhakti is tamasik. Samrambhi means that restlessness, anger in the mind. कि ये फल मिलेगा कि नहीं, those sorts of tensions. In that samrambha, you can see in some movies they show, no, That mantrika और हीरो को हराने के लिए he will take कुमकुम and चंदन and हल्दी dham 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 वो कहते हैं. That is called samrambha. In that samrambha, the mantrocharana also. So not sattvic, not even rajasic. It is bhayankara. samrambha मतलब वो वाला. To some extent, we can say when Ravanasura wrote or chanted that शिव तांडव स्तोत्र, तांडव तो है वैसे, लेकिन वहां संभ्रम चटाकटा संभ्रम भ्रमण निलिम्ब निर्जरी तो फास्ट. उसको प्रेम से भी थोड़ा कह सकते हैं, आप भगवान को भी डराते हो. दैट इज संभ्रम. So जहाँ आवेश more, क्रोध is more, restlessness is more, and where there is himsa, dambha, matsarya, and strong Veda Drushti. In that Veda Drushti, what happens? Only in the puja room God is there, everywhere else totally different. And God also is there in my life till I get the vara from him through my upasana. After that, उसी God के सर पे हाथ लगाऊंगा मैं to experiment the vara given by him, the Vrukasura type, Bhasmasura type. Now, you and I, first of all, have to see whether we are devotees or not. Then, which side of nature, which nature's devotion, natural devotion we have? Is it tamasic? Then we have to slowly shift. देखो तामसिक है लेकिन भक्त है. So underline that point. Like in morning our yoga darshanam, we are talking about uttama adhikari, madhyam adhikari, manda adhikari. Manda hai, madhyam hai, लेकिन adhikari. That is seeking yoga. That is great. Like that's why I say how much we understand or not, that's okay. But you are coming regularly, that is the greatest qualification. When that is there, all other qualifications will follow. God is seeing, Guru is seeing, the Shastra Jnana itself is so divine and powerful, it has to enter into us and change us. Otherwise, goes a waste affair. And everybody starts with the Mandata only in that Adhikaritva, then only will come Madhyama, then only will come Uttama. So to here also, the people at the lowest level, not even going to the God, but only living the life of utter samsara, where for their own selfishness they are doing himsa, they are dambika, they are with matsarya. No, वो तो पूरा सर्वनाश है ना. वही बंदा when he goes to temple, though for all these things, he is also adhikari, but he is adama because the guna is tamo gunatmaka bhakti. But that's how it starts. So anybody of such type is there, don't fight with them. उनको करने दो. We have to learn for ourselves all these to evolve from the lower to the higher. Next one, what is Rajasika Bhakti? Ki Phala Abhisandhi. The one who's intense in the desire for the Phala. Phala Abhisandhi. Such fellow, na, very early I must get the Phala karke. He does vigorous, intense tapasya. Ravanasura, all they fall in this category. He ready to cut his own head and throw in that Ahuti one by one. And vigorous 10,000 years he has done. Why Bhagavan made him do tapasya so long? Because isko tapas jaldi dene se vara, he will destroy the world. He also understands ki till the Lord blesses me, I will not stop the whatever the upasana tapasya he was doing. So that is called Phalavisandhi. Very strong desire for the result, whatever it is. Phalavisandhi. Then Bhogarthi, the one who wants the Bhoga Vastus, enjoyments. And further, what you need? Dhana. Therefore, Dhana Kamaha. So in that Phalavisandhi, as we said just now, they want the power, they want variety of recognizations, etc. Bhogarthi, the enjoyment of Shabda Sparsa Rupa Sagandha and all respects, names, fames. For that, Dhana Kamaha wants to have a lot of the wealth, etc. Not only that, Yashah Kamaha. So, desiring the Yashaha, name and fame, desiring the Dhana, the wealth, desiring the Bhoga, the objects, desiring the Phala, any of the karma or projects they have taken up for the success of it. The one who does Upasana, Archadahu, on the Murtis, but Bheda Buddhya. There also, I am only Vishnu Bhakta, no Shiva Bhakta. So too, I am different from the Vishnu, whom the puja is done. Two Bheda, the Paramatma, Jivatma Bheda, and in the Paramatma, this God and that God Bheda. So that I will not worship, only this I worship. This type of Bheda Buddhi who has got the one Mam Pujayet, the one who worshipping me, Sahatu Rajasaha. He is little better than the Tamasic Bhakta. In that Himsa वगैरह है, luckily इसमें हिंसा नहीं है, वो मात्सर्यता, troubling others, यहाँ वो नहीं है. But he is wanting to indulge in the objects only, name and fame only. Selfish and cruel was the tamasic. Selfish but not cruel to do himsa is rajasic. Phalavisandhi, bhogarthi, dhanakamaha, yashakamaha, archado bheda buddhi. With this, the one who does puja, his gunas is rajasic, therefore his bhakti is rajasika bhakti. Okay, 2. Now comes this satvika bhakti. What is that? Parasmin arpitam yahatu karma. The one who is doing all upasanas, even to offer those upasanas to me, not expecting any of the phala, as was done by Rajasic and Tamasic Bhaktas. And why is he doing, if you ask a specific reason? Karma Nirharanaya. The same Karma Nirharana, morning also we say in Aitareya. Why the father teaches all of that to son? Karma nirvana is to get exhausted of all his antakarana karmas or vasanas. So vasana nivrutyartham, all the karmas done arpana to the God only. Okay, and third thing is very important. Kartavyamiti va kuryat. Even though there is no phalasakti to him personally of the any worldly thing, yet his buddhi is that kartavya buddhi. The kartavya buddhi, if it is not there, there will be lot of compromises. Kartavya buddhi is there, regularly we do, and I must to do. Only when I do it, the Lord will bless me and remove all my karma vasana samskara. And all upadhis are given to me by him. If I don't use them for him, I will use them somewhere else, then I become samsari. Knowing all these things, the one who is doing all the upasanas to offer all the phala of that only to God, himself is not expecting any phala. If at all any phala wants, he wants to get rid of all his vasanas. So in Taitariyam, in the Yaschandasam, Rushabho Mantraha, thereafter uske baad wale. We ask the Lord Omkara to give us dhana. What for? To do the yajna. For what? Mama upatta samasta durtakshay dwara. So upatta durtakshayartham, upatta durtakshayartham, we have to do the upasana, we have to do the yajna. For the sake of that, for arrangements, O Omkara Rupi Bhagwan, give me the dhana. आवहन्ति वितन्वाना कुर्वाणा क्षीरमात्मनः वासाकं शिवमगावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावह लोमशा पशुभिः सह स्वाहा. You see all of that? This is Satvika. So Satvika Bhakti mein, he is doing the upasana to Lord with Kartavya Buddhi. He is doing upasana to Lord for the removal of his own vasana samskaras. And all that upasana, kartrutva, upasana karma, if at all phala comes, all of that is offering to God only. He is called as Satvika Bhakta. Parasmin arpitam yahatu karma, and that is nirharanaya, then kartavyamiti va kuryat. And in him also, Veda Buddhi is still there. Because only in the Vedanta, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, na idam yad idam upasate, by teaching all those subtle principles and the truths, the Veda between me and the God is eliminated. And still he has a Veda that Shiva is different, Rama is different, that is required for the maintenance of single pointedness. But when I become Phalasakti Rahitya at the higher level, then I say, any God I worship for the sake of worship and for the sake of Loka Kalyana. So Bheda Buddhi, even he is also maintaining Saha Satvikaha. This is Satvik Bhakti. So Tamasic, Rasic, Satvika. What is the Nirguna Bhakti? Nirguna Bhakti is Madguna Ashrayanat Eva Mai Ananta Gunalaye Avichinna Manovrittihi Yatha Gangambunam Budhav. So Madguna Ashrayanat Eva means always remembering the Mangala Divya Gunas of the Lord. Mostly the Lord in the manifest form. Vaishnava Bhaktas, in their all writings, Bhagavan's Aneka Divya Mangala Gunas are described in very elaboration. Then in the Vedantic Bhasha, Bhagavan's Gunas are the, what do you call, the Satyam Jnanam Anantam. So that is called as Lakshanas, Swarupa Lakshanas. And other things are, we call them Tatastha Lakshana in Vedanta. In Bhakti, they are called Bhagavan's all Divya Guna. in which he is just loving the world, taking care of the world, blessing the jivas and all. Like you chant in Sri Rama Bhagwan's Mangala Shloka. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunadhaye. He is a ocean of lot of gunas. So to Guru Mantra. Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Gunatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya. So in this way, Mad Guna Ashrayanat Eva. Having clearly understanding the Divya Gunas of the Lord, Saguna Sakara or Nirguna Nirakara, my Ananta Gunalaye, in me, who is that so? The Ananta Guna. Guna includes, as we saw in the morning class, Guna means good qualities, Guna is Tatastha Lakshanas, Guna is Swarupa Lakshanas, Guna means all the abilities, all the Shaktis, all the talents. ये सब भगवान के अंदर है ना. तो गुण मीन्स त्रिगुण हो गए. त्रिगुण इज नथिंग बट शक्ति. The Shakti Maya Trinaatmika has infinite ways to express, each of them called as gunas. The Mayas, Trigunas, and because of that variety of powers and abilities and talents, in which all the Mangala Gunas, all of them put together can be called as my Ananta Gunalaye. On me be attentive. Avichinna manovritti. The one whose manovritti is continuously towards that Lord by remembering his leelas, by remembering his gunas, by remembering his mahima, by remembering his swarupa lakshana. That type of devotion. Example is Ganga Ambuno Mudhav. Like Ganga Nadi has continuously going to merge in the ocean. See this example, how many places it came in the life of Kunti Mata. In other examples, Upanishad also. Yata Nadyah Sandhyamanaha Samudre Astam Gachanti Namarupe Vivhaya Tata Vidwan Namarupat Vivuktaha Parakparam Purusham Divyam Upaiti. Isn't it in Mundaka Upanishad we saw? So here also, like the Gangaji is running continuously without stop and merging in the ocean, the one whose mana and chitta is always in the remembrance of the Lord and his gunas, and no other thing is coming in the mind, is called he is called Nirguna Bhakta, the fourth one. So, Avichina Manovruti Yata Gangamunomadav Tadeva Bhakti Yogasya Lakshanam Nirgunasya Hi. Here the Nirgunata means he himself has no expectation anything, like the Chitta Shuddhi of the Sattvaguni, like the Phalasakti of the Rajoguni, or like the Himsa to others of the Tamoguni. ऐसे कोई विशेष फल आसक्ति, because he has not got, therefore his bhakti is named as Nirguna Bhakti. Just always reveling through the stories the Lord's Divya Mangala Gunas when he is in manifestation, or through the Upanishadic mantra, the Lord's the Vedantic Tatastha and Swarupa Lakshanas. Adreshyam Agrahyam Agotram Varnama Chakshushrotram Tadapani Padam Vibhum Nityam Vibhum Sarvagatam Susukshmam. All of that in Mundakam. Then Anta Pragnam Navish Pragnam, all of them are in Mandukya Upanishad. GEETHA Kavim Puranam Anushasidaram. Har Aksharam Anidesham Avyaktam Sarvatragam Achintyam Kodastam Acharam Dhruvam. Every chapter almost the Paramatma's Nirguna Gunas along with his Swarupa Gunas, Tatastha Lakshanas are mentioned. And wherever Bhagavan avatars come, Krishna, Rama and all, their Divya Gunas are also mentioned. Like in 12th chapter, Bhaktas Gunas. In 16th chapter, the Gunas of the Daivi Sampada. In the same way, Bhagavan's gunas also mentioned in his Leela Katha. So the one who is going on doing his thought flow towards that Bhagavan, doing those contemplations, doing those prayers, is Nirguna Bhakta. And he is not seeing the Lord in an idol and doing the Abhisheka, Ashtotara, Puja. Kar nahi raha, karega to bhi, but his attention is only on that. It is a higher Bhakti. Nirguna Bhakti. Tadeva Bhakti Yoga Selection Nirguna Sahi. Now, what is the Atyantika Bhakti? Which Bhagavan tells us to achieve the final one. Fifth one is Ahaituki, without any expectation or result. Then Avyavahita, without breakage. That purposeless, reasonless, expectationless, desireless, continuous, unbroken. These are two meanings of these two words. Ahaituki Avyavahita. Ya bhakti mai jayate. That bhakti which is there in me, which is obviously tamas to rajas to sattva to nirguna to, you have to come to this one. So in him, in me, when that ahaituki avyavita bhakti is born, same, such bhakti. Proof of that ahaituki aprahatyata kya hai? He is given that bhakta salokya mukti. staying in the loka of the Lord, Samipya Mukti, giving proximity to the Lord, then Sarshti Mukti, all powers as much as God has got. Then, in fact, Sarupya Mukti, Rupa like the Lord. Finally, Sahijya Mukti, merger in the God. All these phalas are given, yet Dadati api nagrunhanti. Bhaktaha mat sevanam vina. All of them they don't want, they just want to serve the Lord only. Even mukti given also they don't take. That is why he says, Sa eva atyantika yoga bhakti margasya he gamini. Bhamini, oh mother Kausalya, that is called as atyantika bhakti marga. Where even moksha is given, not taken. So they all have come in Bhagavatam, not once. In Prahlada Charitra, Saptama Skanda, they came. Ekadasha Skanda, when Bhakti Rahasyas Bhagavan was teaching, it came in the third Skanda when Kapila Muni was teaching Sankhya Yoga. In that Bhakti came to Devavati Mata. There also it came. So, Tamasika Bhakti, Rajasika Bhakti, Satvika Bhakti, Nirguna Bhakti, Atyantika Bhakti. Then, Sa Eva Atyantiko Yoga Bhakti Margas Bhavani. The result of this is what? Mad Bhavam Prapniyat Tena Atikramya Gunatrayam. Transcending all the three gunas, he will be experiencing me all the time. Though he is in the devotion and doing seva to me, but it is my blessing to him that he will experience his oneness with me. This is how the five bhaktis Bhagavan Rama teaches to Mata Kausalya. And for you and I also, Tamasic, Rajasic Chodkar, let us come to Sattvic first. Then slowly evolve to the Nirguna Bhakti. Then possible, go to that Atyantika Bhakti also. Isn't it? It all depends on slowly, steadily, when we gain the wisdom and discover the ephemerality of the world and the capacity of binding us of the world. Like just now we saw, Tyaktva gruhe ratim vai adhogati hetu bhutam. When we understand that in the desire and desire fulfillment, there is only adhogati and there is a missing of the chance of evolving higher divinely, then we get the vairagya for the world. Then our bhakti also from tamasic rajasic to starts becoming sattvic. जिसको दुनिया के कोई ना कोई चीज चाहिए, his bhakti will be rajasic tamasic. जिनको पारमार्थिक चाहिए, he will start becoming sattvic bhakta and nirguna bhakta. So we have to slowly find that independence from our slavery to the bhoga of the objects, etc. Then only the bhakti can be changed. And it is a maturity. It is only again listening to the Shastras, contemplating, praying to the God. It's all just a knack. It is just a clicking. It is just an intuitive power. It just happens suddenly one day. You just get out of all the commotion in which we are caught because of our delusion. इसलिए मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया मेता. Bhagavan, a nirguna atyantika bhakti I want to have for you. Whatever the obstacles for that are there in me, oh Lord, they are all because you are Maya. I am praying and surrendering to you. Remove that Maya and remove all those obstacles in me and को पर्दा को तोड़ दो, वो वाला delusory conceptions को. Let me be the nirguna and atyantika bhakta to you. And when you go on praying relentlessly, go on, then his karuna will come. Really from within that breakthrough we will have. We are talking this word nowadays very frequently. We need to, it's already बहुत late हो गया. That breakthrough you have to get in, wherein other than obtaining Paramatma, nothing should be the goal, forget goal, even the thought also in our mind. That much relentlessly, the one who engages in spiritual sadhanas alone can transcend the world, transcend the body, transcend the indriyas, transcend the other koshas, and then see that pure subtle self on the deep seat of meditation. Otherwise, upar upari hum bhatakte rahenge. Like you go to the deep sea, there are different world. Deep jungle, there is different world. Deep akasha, there is different world. So to when you deep cave of the heart, when we go, the pure self alone is there. Very sublime and subtle. Not knowing that alone has created all these gross, subtle, causal worlds at the individual and total level, in which identified we are suffering as jiva through various minds, commotions of raga, dvesha, kama, krodha. So we'll have to go for that Nirguna Bhakti and Atyantika. Thank you. Tomorrow we will see Bhagwan gives a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slokas में at least 20 or 30 one bits of sadhanas. Every one of them as if the essence of entire Adhyatma Ramayana, what as if truly, so to the essence of all other Shastras, the sadhanas to be achieved in life by doing, Bhagwan listing out, all of them are part of this only. Then through this only we will touch upon even Vedantika Jnana Sadhana also after the Bhakti which is already taught. Now in this Bhakti Sadhana जो पांच बताए कौन सा रूप है भगवान ही है राम का ही बात हो रही है. Then which type of Shodashopachara Abhishekas you are doing, they are all not given here, but the great bhaktas of the Lord or the avatars like Vyasa Adi, those prakriyas they have mentioned. नारद जी ने दी, व्यास जी ने दी, आदि शंकर भगवान ने दिया. हाउ दीज उपासनास हैव टू बी डन विद द द्रव्य, विद द मंत्र, विद द सिस्टम एंड पद्धति. They're all widely there in Purana. यहाँ नहीं दिया because the Adhyatma Ramayana is concise and precise. 4200 slokas only around. Now we'll see tomorrow these beautiful things. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramanushibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Tatsat Brahman Paramastu Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amruta Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्याब्धि चंद्रिका भक्त चित्त केक घनागना रोग भरत दंभोलिर मृत्युदार कुठारिकाये नमो नमः. ओम नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा. ओम श्री हनुमत वीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः. शिवस्मरणम्. ओम नमः शिवाय. 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 नृसिंह मंत्रम. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गश्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. राम मंत्रम. राम 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 राम. From 300 to 400 Sri Ramas सहस्रनामावली। ओम प्रभवे नमः। ओम युगादिकृते नमः। ओम युगावर्ताय नमः। ओम नैकमायाय नमः। ओम महाशनाय नमः। ओम अदृश्याय नमः। ओम व्यक्तरूपाय नमः। ओम सहस्रजिते नमः। ओम अनन्तजिते नमः। ओम इष्टाय नमः। ओम विशिष्टाय नमः। ओम शिष्टेष्टाय नमः। ओम शिखण्डिने नमः। ओम नहुषाय नमः। ओम वृषाय नमः। ओम क्रोधग्ने नमः। ओम क्रोधकृत्कर्त्रे नमः। ओम विश्वबाहवे नमः। ओम महीधराय नमः। ओम अच्युताय नमः। ओम प्रथिताय नमः। ओम प्राणाय नमः। ओम प्राणदाय नमः। ओम वासवानुजाय नमः। ओम अपां निधये नमः। ओम अधिष्ठानाय नमः। ओम अप्रमत्ताय नमः। ओम प्रतिष्ठिताय नमः। ओम स्कंदाय नमः। ओम स्कंदधराय नमः। ओम धुर्याय नमः। ओम वरदाय नमः। ओम वायुवाहनाय नमः। ओम वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम बृहद्भानवे नमः। ओम आदिदेवाय नमः। ओम पुरंदराय नमः। ओम अशोकाय नमः। ओम तारणाय नमः। ओम ताराय नमः। ओम शूराय नमः। ओम शौरये नमः। ओम जनेश्वराय नमः। ओम अनुकूलाय नमः। ओम शतावर्ताय नमः। ओम पद्मिने नमः। ओम पद्मनिभेक्षणाय नमः। ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः। ओम अरविन्दाक्षाय नमः। ओम पद्मगर्भाय नमः। ओम शरीरभृते नमः। ओम महर्धये नमः। ओम रुद्धाय नमः। ओम रुद्धात्मने नमः। ओम महाक्षाय नमः। ओम गरुडध्वजाय नमः। ओम अतुलाय नमः। ओम शरभाय नमः। ओम भीमाय नमः। ओम समयज्ञाय नमः। ओम हविर्हरये नमः। ओम सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्याय नमः। ओम लक्ष्मीवते नमः। ओम समितिञ्जयाय नमः। ओम विक्षराय नमः। ओम रोहिताय नमः। ओम मार्गाय नमः। ओम हेतवे नमः। ओम दामोदराय नमः। ओम सहाय नमः। ओम महीधराय नमः। ओम महाभागाय नमः। ओम वेगवते नमः। ओम अमिताशनाय नमः। ओम उद्भवाय नमः। ओम क्षोभणाय नमः। ओम देवाय नमः। ओम श्रीगर्भाय नमः। ओम परमेश्वराय नमः। ओम करणाय नमः। ओम कारणाय नमः। ओम कर्त्रे नमः। ओम विकर्त्रे नमः। ओम गहनाय नमः। ओम गुहाय नमः। ओम व्यवसायाय नमः। ओम व्यवस्थानाय नमः। ओम संस्थानाय नमः। ओम स्थानदाय नमः। ओम ध्रुवाय नमः। ओम परर्धये नमः। ओम परमस्पष्टाय नमः। ओम तुष्टाय नमः। ओम पुष्टाय नमः। ओम शुभेक्षणाय नमः। ओम रामाय नमः। ओम विरामाय नमः। ओम विरजाय नमः। ओम मार्गाय नमः। ओम नेयाय नमः। ओम नयाय नमः। ओम अनयाय नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। ऋभुगीता। ओम अथ श्री शिवरहस्यम ऋभुगीता एकादशोऽध्यायः। वी हैव डन यस्टरडे 26 तक या थोड़ा ज्यादा ही किए होंगे। वी हैव डन अप टू 30 आई थिंक. Let us do from 30th one. Om Ata Shri Shiva Rahasyam Rubhu Gita Ekadashodhyayah Parayanam 30. Name Prithvi Name Toyam. नहीं, let us do from 26. न मे सर्वं न मे किञ्चित् न मे जीवं न मे क्वचित् न मे भावं न मे वस्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे मोक्षे न मे द्वैतं न मे वेदो न मे विधिः न मे दूरमिति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे गुरुर्न मे शिष्यः न मे बोधो न मे परः न मे श्रेष्ठं क्वचिद् वस्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे ब्रह्मा न मे विष्णुः न मे रुद्रो न मे रविः न मे कर्म क्वचिद् वस्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे पृथ्वी न मे तोयं न मे तेजो न मे वियतु न मे कार्यम् इति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे वार्ता न मे वाक्यं न मे गोत्रं न मे कुलं न मे विद्येति यः स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे वादो न मे नादो न मे नादो न मे शब्दः न मे लक्ष्यं न मे भवः न मे ध्यानमिति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे शीतं न मे चोष्णं न मे मोहो न मे जपः न मे सन्ध्येति यः स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते. न मे जपो न मे मन्त्रो न मे होमो न मे निशा न मे सर्वमिति स्वस्थः स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे भयं न मे चान्नं न मे तृष्णा न मे क्षुधा न मे चात्मेति यः स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे पूर्वं न मे पश्चात् न मे चोर्ध्वं न मे दिशः न मे चित्तम् इति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे वक्तव्यमल्पं वा न मे श्रोतव्यमण्वपि न मे मन्तव्यमीषद्वा स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे भोक्तव्यमीषद्वा न मे ध्यातव्यमण्वपि न मे स्मर्तव्यमेवायं स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे भोगो न मे रोगो न मे योगो न मे लयः न मे सर्वमिति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे स्थित्वं न मे जातं न मे वृद्धं न मे क्षयः अध्यारोपो न मे स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। अध्यारोप्यं न मे किञ्चित् अपवादो न मे क्वचित् न मे किञ्चिदहं यत्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे शुद्धिर्न मे शुभ्रः न मे चैकं न मे बहु न मे भूतं न मे कार्यं स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे कोऽहं न मे चेदं न मे नान्यं न मे स्वयं न मे कश्चित् न मे स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे मांसं न मे रक्तं न मे मेदो न मे शकृतु न मे कृपा न मे स्थिति स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे सर्वं न मे शुक्लं न मे नीलं न मे पृथक् न मे स्वस्थः स्वयं यो वा स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे तापं न मे लोभः न मे गौण न मे यशः न मे तत्त्वमिति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे भ्रान्तिर्न मे ज्ञानं न मे गुह्यं न मे कुलं न मे किञ्चिदिति ध्यायन् स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे त्याज्यं न मे ग्राह्यं न मे हास्यं न मे लयः न मे दैवमिति स्वस्थः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे व्रतं न मे ग्लानिः न मे शोच्यं न मे सुखं न मे न्यूनं क्वचिद्वस्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे ज्ञाता न मे ज्ञानं न मे ज्ञेयं न मे स्वयं न मे सर्वम् इति ज्ञानी स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे तुभ्यं न मे मह्यं न मे त्वत्तो न मे त्वहं न मे गुरुर्न मे यः तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे जडं न मे चैत्यं न मे ग्लानं न मे शुभं न मेति यस्तिष्ठेतु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे गोत्रं न मे सूत्रं न मे पात्रं न मे कृपा न मे किञ्चिदिति ध्यायि स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे चात्मा न मे नात्मा न मे स्वर्गं न मे फलं न मे दूष्यं क्वचिद्वस्तु स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे भ्यासो न मे विद्या न मे शान्तिर्न मे दमः न मे पुरमिति ज्ञानी स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे शल्यं न मे शङ्का न मे सुप्तिर्न मे मनः न मे विकल्प इत्याप्तः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे जरा न मे बाल्यं न मे यौवनमण्वपि न मे मृतिर्न मे ध्वान्तं स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। न मे लोकं न मे भोगं न मे सर्वमिति स्मृतः न मे मौनमिति प्राप्तं स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। अहं ब्रह्म ह्यहं ब्रह्म ह्यहं ब्रह्मेति निश्चयः चिदहं चिदहं चेति स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। ब्रह्मैवाहं चिदेवाहं परैवाहं न संशयः स्वयमेव स्वयं ज्योतिः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। स्वयमेव स्वयं पश्येत् स्वयमेव स्वयं स्थितः स्वात्मन्येव स्वयं भूतः स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। स्वात्मानन्दं स्वयं भुङ्क्ष्वे स्वात्मराज्ये स्वयं वशे स्वात्मराज्ये स्वयं पश्ये स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। स्वयमेवाहमेकाग्रः स्वयमेव स्वयं प्रभुः स्वस्वरूपः स्वयं पश्ये स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रकरणं सर्ववेदेषु दुर्लभं यः शृणोति सकृद्वापि ब्रह्मैव भवति स्वयं। ये वेदवादविधिकल्पितभेदबुद्ध्या बुद्ध्या पुण्याभिसन्धितधिया परिकर्षयन्तः देहं स्वकीयमतिदुःखपरम्पराभिः तेषां सुखाय न तु जातु तवेशपादात् कस्सन्तरेत भवसागरमेतदुद्यतो उद्यत्तरङ्गसदृशं जनिमृत्युरूपम् ईशार्चनाविधिसुबोधितभेदहीन ज्ञानोडुपेन प्रतरेद्भवभावयुक्तः इति श्रीशिवरहस्ये शङ्कराख्ये षष्ठांशे ऋभुनिदाघ संवादे जीवन्मुक्तप्रकरणं नाम एकादशोऽध्यायः। Friends, I told you in the morning, I'll explain you, but बताए नहीं. Name Name means all these in pure Brahman, they are all not there. So anything that is coming in our mind, like you heard in Vedanta Upanishads, how the Brahman is realized by Neti Neti Neti. What is Neti is being given in this Bhrugu Gita, Rubhu Gita, very spashta ruped. Anything perceived the senses through the mind or contemplated or conceived through mind intellect, all of that is not me, not me, not me, not me, not me, including the upadhis. When it is we go on doing it, evaluating, then the power, force, influence of them on me gets reduced. Then, as it is it's done in the last 7 8 slokas, Swayam Brahma, that Anvaya sadhana we can do. All this Name is Vyatareka, Swayam Brahma ityadi is Anvaya sadhana. In the tomorrow also, same way Deha Mukti Prakarana, which is very, very essential, that will be tomorrow taught to us in those 12th chapter, beautiful but 62 shlokas. And thereafter, we have Atma Rupa Prakaranam in the 13th chapter. In this way, each chapter has got topics. Satyam Shivam Nishchayena Atma. So, Atma, so Nishchayatva Prakarana is there, the 14th one. The 15th one talks about uh, everything is Brahman, that is another 15th chapter. Dekho, 15th chapter is Brahmaiva, Brahmaiva, Brahmaiva. So beautiful, even if you look at that book. In this way, a good thing we have taken up for our sankalpa, for our Parayanam. Let these thoughts go inside. Remember, let these thoughts go inside. Let us do our intense deep Vedantic study, yoga study, and do those sadhanas at the same time. No any type of disturbance, disruption, distraction, or any gustaki, as we have to live in the world outside. By involving in sadhana, let the world slowly, slowly ooze away, go away from us. We should never fight with the world throughout, remember. That fighting also establishes the reality given to the world. जो आता है काम हाथ में करते रहना. Sri Ramji taught also earlier also. Kushala को वाल्मीकि जी ने सिखाया ना. Now they drop all the sankalpa inside, be in the self, and outside, whatever the karma comes, just to do it. Same thing those children were doing. So in this way, we have to be very matured. And while doing also, the falls will be there. And will be at the body level, we fall and do some. So that all we have to be conscious. So ये सब हो रहा है, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. ऐसे पॉजिटिव संकल्प लेना and deeply involve in sadhana more. छोटा गलती की उसका what do you call, for the parihara prayaschitta, do the sadhana 10 times so much. Earlier they used to do this type of tapasya to come out of doing the wrong things. In that way, samagra rupena, attending ourselves to ourselves, knowing all the shastras and jnanam, we have to involve in sadhana and keep evolving, keeping Guru right side, Lord left side, Shastra Mata Hridayam, and with these three as our support, we have to go on doing it. Thank you. ओम पूर्णमदः शांति हो गया है. We do the आरती. Very beautiful is this RIBHU Gita. Thank you. Always I am saying na, I am body, I am mind, I am intellect, I am sukhi, dukhi. All this wrong abhyasa we have done, because of which the anatma adhyasa became strong. Now all that is rejected through these chantings. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तु तस्य वासा. ॐ नारायणाय दासरथाय विद्महे सीता रामभार्याय तत्पुरुषाय तन्नो रुद्रपति आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे राम मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय महनीयगुणा आब्रह्मलोकादाशेष येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वमनवाक्य. बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय. श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योग वासिष्ठ पातंजलि योग दर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सूत संहिता शिवपुराण रूप गीता आदि समस्त धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. वेद व्यास वाल्मीकि विश्वामित्र तुलसीदास आदि रामायणाचार्य की जय. वेद व्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकराचार्य ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय, हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल पतंजलि व्यास आदि योग दक्षिणाचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतान की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय। श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय। रूप निदाग संवाद रूपी शिव रहस्य रूपी रूप गीता महाशास्त्र की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन की जय हो। शुभम। Yes, thank you for those who are regularly coming. Yes.